Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast Television. I'm Kay Chen. With me, Jeremy John. Well, what are the three words everyone was saying last night?
I believe it was go, followed by Jets, preceded by
what was the
go.
last one? Oh, that was it.
There you go. Go, Jets, go. Yeah, a great night last night. If you ignore the early game in Columbus, that wasn't important. The game here, though, was important. Absolutely crazy.
And it was nuts. I saw photos that people were, I was obviously at home enjoying the Twitter feed and the photos of the traffic, of the crowd, of the stadium. Yeah, quite exciting.
Yeah, it was incredible. The game aside, we have our Jets back. Official. The Jets are back in town. We got to see a home game in Winnipeg. We're going to bring you as much of the excitement as we can. We can't fit it all into 3 hours. So Drew Kozub's going to come in and join us. He's got some highlights from last night. Talking to fans, talking about their favorite memories as Jets, talking about different generations of Jets. It was a very cool night.
And I know yesterday we kind of debated on whether or not the preseason game would have as much excitement as the opening game in a couple of weeks. And I think, yes.
Yes. 2 minutes of 2 minutes of screaming from "Here are your Winnipeg Jets" to the Canadian national anthem, and everybody was very quiet for the American, and then sang and made us proud for the Canadian one. It was a beautiful rendition, Jets fans.
I have to say, those Jets players are lucky to have these fans.
Oh yeah.
He was also scheduled to appear in Winnipeg last night, as was NHL hockey for the first time since '96, involving the Jets. Sold out MTS Center, as you can imagine. The Blue Jackets, the opposition. Opening minute, Dustin Byfuglien lays the body on Matt Calvert. And the Jackets go after him like the cops. He drops the gloves with Cody Bass. Meanwhile, Ron Hazy squares off with Dane Byers. Now Winnipeg knows the NHL is back in town. Later in the first, Jets on the power play. Paul Postma throws it on net. The puck beats a screen. Curtis Sanford, 1-0 Winnipeg. Late in the first, the Jets go looking for more. Byfuglien fires through a screen. Mark Sheffley, the Jets' first-round pick, buries the rebound. 2-0 Winnipeg after one. Late in the second, Jets get a 2-on-1. Sheffley feeds Kevin Clark, who redirects the puck out of midair, and the Jets win it by the final of 6-3. Split squad in Columbus. Chris Mason makes his preseason debut for the Jets. First period, Michael Chaput deflects one past Mason. 1-0 Columbus. Second period, now 3-0 Mason with the initial stop, but Boone Jenner, you can hear the crowd chanting already, bearing the rebound. 4-0 Jackets, a lone bright spot for Winnipeg. And this one, Blake Wheeler feeding Evander Kane. Jackets take it 5-1.
Good morning. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. I'm Jeremy John with Kay Chen. Thanks for starting your day with us. And let's say it because we can't say it enough.
Go Jets, go! Last night, big game. A lot of people very excited. Of course, they won, which is amazing. But I know that the excitement downtown was pretty insane. And the traffic. I was seeing people posting photos of traffic who were trying to leave work.
Yeah. Get used to it because, yeah, it's going to be
happen.
there.
And Drew was down there last night hanging around MTS Center, getting sort of clips and highlights from people who were there, from fans, just seeing how excited they were. And he's going to be in studio later on, joining us throughout the show with some of the sort of the fan excitement.
Yeah, some super excited people, and rightly so. We haven't had an NHL game here since '96. So nice to see. Very cool.
I wasn't there, but I saw the photos of people who were there.
Yeah, a lot of us for a long time going to be saying, I wasn't there, but it was a very good game.
Yes.
Right,
well, for the people who were there, you want to say, like, look, this is my view. This is my view of the rink. This is, where my seats are. So I'm sure it was a great time, and this is just the start.
And if you were there, you can't hear us right now because your ears are still ringing.
Well, it was a big game for the Winnipeg Jets last night, and of course, they pulled off a big win.
Byfuglien for Postma.
Winnipeg's first pick in this year's draft, NHL entry-level draft, Mark Shifley had 2 goals and 2 assists, while Paul Postma also had a 4-point night as the Jets routed the Columbus Blue Jackets 6-1 in a preseason split squad game. It didn't take long for fans to get excited as Dustin Byfuglien got into a fight with the Blue Jackets' Cody Bass just 37 seconds into the game. The next preseason action for the Jets is this Saturday when they pay a visit to Nashville. Very exciting.
So many things that happen that don't normally happen even in preseason games. You know, we had fights in it. We had the crowd chanting Shifley. Very rarely do you get crowd chants for a rookie in a preseason game.
Well, and everybody, I feel like I was there just from all the feedback on Facebook that I was seeing. The excitement was completely contagious.
I think Bufflin had a plan. He was going to fight last night. He has to make a name for himself. He has to come out strong. He's known as, a big enforcer. I think it was staged.
Yeah. Most fights are, but apparently he's been dusting things up. I hate to say Dustin and Bufflin, but apparently he's been dusting things up in exhibition with the guys and just in scrimmages. Guys want to make a name for themselves and they want to take on the big dog, and Bufflin's been apparently showing them that he's the toughest guy on the block.
The big dog.
Yeah, and in the NHL right now, all eyes are on us, whether we like it or not. We are the focus this year, so they do have big shoes to fill and a big name to make for themselves.
Oh, they're going to do us proud, no question.
Nice to be in the spotlight anyway.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Good morning. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Well, here he is, wide-eyed, awake after last night's excitement.
How could I not be wide-eyed and awake after that amazing win?
You're still buzzing after that game?
I think the word of the night was pumped. When you're talking to everybody, how does it feel? Everyone, that was the word of the night, from like the 6-year-old who had never seen a Jets game before to the 60-year-old who was so excited to be back. Everyone was using the word pumped. So I am pumped and excited to show you guys some of the stuff that I saw yesterday at the game.
Word of the day. And I'm imagining it was crowded and crazy.
Oh, it was so crowded and it was so crazy, but a good kind of crazy, because it was raining and it was cold, so you thought people might be in a bad mood, but no. They get into the MTS Center, they're giving high fives to everyone. They see someone in a Jets jersey, they're giving them a big hug. It's like, Solani, yes! Awesome. It was just amazing. And what was really cool is one of the people that I met did not know she was going to be going to the game until just like 4 hours beforehand. Her name was Genevieve. Let's check out her story.
All right.
My friend Lindsay is on the waiting list for season tickets, and she ended up getting a call today, or an email today, to say that there was some available. So we just found out at like 2:30 today that we were going.
Well, it's just having the Jets back in Winnipeg after 15 years. I mean, this is great. It's absolutely awesome. Never thought I'd ever see this, so.
I'm breaking the bank right now, but it's worth every single penny. I cried when I got the tickets, I'm not going to lie. It was so special.
Just the fact that the Jets are back. The Jets are the Jets, and they are back. Like, it's been 15 years, and it's just awesome to see them back again.
Go Jets, go Jets, go! Go Jets, go! Go Jets, go!
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, I was at the second last Jets game, Game 3 against Detroit, and I guess I never even hoped that I'd be able to be back for the first game and bring my son. So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
What are you most looking forward to about the game tonight?
I'm hoping that they win and get a shutout.
So they didn't quite get the shutout,
Almost.
but it was because of that little guy, I think.
Yeah.
He gave them a lot of luck.
He did. It was his prediction.
And kudos to the second guy there talking about the fact that he cried, because I think most of the guys in there cried. He was the only one who admitted it, though.
Exactly, and it was a funny story with that guy, too. He talked about how he had to empty the piggy bank for the Save the Jets thing, and it didn't work out, and he was so crushed, but this was the first game he gets to go back. He was there with his mom and his aunt and his sister.
Oh, that's so great.
There was a lot of like families coming together, so I'll show you guys the family stories. They were amazing, including a guy who was wearing the same T-shirt and hat he was wearing in 1996 when he was 6 years old.
Oh, what? No,
yeah,
what?
Yeah. So
since he was.
Yeah, you guys get to look forward to that in just a little while.
I hope it was big when he was 6. I hope it was
really
big
hope
when he was
so.
6.
You guys have got to see. But it was just that sort of stuff all night. Just amazing stories. People wanting to celebrate the fact that we have our NHL team back.
Yeah. And was everyone wearing Jet stuff?
Everyone was wearing Jet stuff. You just saw it everywhere. Retro Jet stuff, new Jet stuff, some homemade suits that just said Jets
written on them.
Well,
we saw those guys there with those, I don't know what, like the painters kind of.
Yeah, like raincoats with Jets on it.
Yeah, they were very popular homemade things. We saw a couple people in those outfits. We saw a couple people wearing like white suits. And let's check out some of the funny fans. That guy bought the hat and then immediately took off the sticker and was like, "I'm no gangster." So that was really funny.
What does it say today? Oh, okay. NHL Winnipeg. Yes. Did you see a lot of signs?
A lot of signs.
Those are
good.
And a lot of elaborate outfits that were homemade like that.
Hey, if you're gonna go, you gotta own it, right?
And that guy actually was waving the flag right there, but he was wearing that as a cape, sort of smock throughout the night.
Nice.
So he was just running around the MTS Center.
Classic look.
Waving the flag. Go Jets, go everywhere.
And Dancing Gabe was there. So pleased to see that he was there representing us.
Dancing Gabe was showing me a couple of his moves, so he's got some new stuff worked out. for the. Oh, I don't know if I picked up any tips because he's a level higher than even myself.
I know, and you are a
with
pretty good
dance
dancer.
You're good.
Which you often admit to.
But he's dancing gay.
Yeah, this is
His
true.
name is dancing, and it's not in yours yet. So you're going to bring us more throughout the show.
That's right. The next step you guys are going to see is the family stories about coming back to the Jets games.
Okay.
That's on the way. We're going to take a break. Coming up, we'll get a preview of Irish Fest coming up this weekend on BT.
Well, hello up there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. That tension goes down the solo. The puck goes down the ice.
Thank you very much, Courtney. Yeah, Drew was there last night talking to fans, enjoying the sights and sounds that was the return of the Winnipeg Jets.
And it was so cool because there was sort of like an eerie calm before the storm feeling because I went down there at like 4 o'clock because it's like people are going to be there, they're going to be excited, and it's very quiet.
Silence?
People were just milling about. And around 5 o'clock, that's when people started to show up. Take a look as people are arriving.
Well, what time does happy hour start? 4?
For Jets fans? Sometimes noon.
So doors opened at 6. People instantly started
Very composed.
pouring
I
in.
like the man wearing the jersey as a hat.
And that was one of the guys who had the shirt from like in 1996, and he wore it to the
really?
game, so didn't fit as a shirt anymore. So he decided, hey,
So
use it.
civilized, everyone's just calmly walking in. You could,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah, so people were really, really excited. And it was really cool, too, because there was a long line for merch. Everyone wanted to get their Jets gear.
Right.
And people were waiting in line for probably like 20 minutes, like long line, but as soon as the doors opened, they just bailed. Like the guy who was second in line is like, nope, not worth
Going
it.
in.
No one's
And
missing
then
a second of that one.
lots of really excited fans who were just really pumped to be there. We got some cool stuff to check out.
Look at that.
Huh? They're doing the first whiteout of the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's Gabe.
Dancing Gabe was on the scene, and he was making some friends.
He's
he
a
makes friends
popular one.
everywhere he goes, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Look, everyone in their Jets
he's
gear.
a celebrity. Oh, and this was really cool. The dad was showing the little girl how to say "Go Jets Go" and making sure she showed that they were #1.
Nice. Solani jerseys all
I
over the
know,
place.
matching.
Matching.
That's a good
His and
couple.
hers.
Yeah, they're going far. I don't know if they're actually married, but when they have a connection like that,
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
and
then
if
you
they-
never fight over it, right? Never fight over the jersey.
Who's your
Exactly.
favorite player? Timo Solani? Mine too.
Oh, we're meant to be.
If we get him married, we'll get Timo to do the ceremony for them.
I love it. Wouldn't that be amazing? Like at center ice, MTS Center, Timo Solani.
You know he's mentioned it to her. I don't know if she's bought into it, but he's mentioned it.
Nice. They
She'll
can
buy
exchange
into it.
pucks instead of rings.
Yeah,
It'll be.
this side is going far, Drew. It really
Please,
is.
they'll can exchange Stanley Cup rings in the
Yes,
future
exchange
when we get them.
pucks.
I like where you're at. So coming up in a little while, I want to share with you guys the stories of the parents who now get to take their kids to the Jets game. So that's the next thing I want to show you.
Okay, great. Thanks so much, Drew.
Thank you very much,
We're
Paige.
taking the-
Score aside, the Jets coming back aside, it was a super exciting time to be downtown. And you went down, brought a camera, and talked to some Jets fans.
That's right. We got to talk to a lot of fans, and I think one of the big stories of the night was parents who were getting to take their kids. Kids never experienced the Jets. The parents remember them from '96, leaving, thought they never would have the chance to see them again. Now they get to take their kids. Let's take a look at some of those.
I mean, I remember coming to the Jets game when I was a kid, and be able to take my daughter is pretty special, and be coming back in sometime in the winter, bringing my son to see his favorite team. So that'll be nicer.
Growing up, I would deliver newspapers just to get Jets tickets, and I really wanted her to have the same experience. So I'm thrilled that they're back, and really thrilled that we were lucky enough to get a ticket so that she can come to the games as well.
Really good, really good. It's like I say, they're pretty pumped up about it, and they haven't slept for a couple days here, and they're looking forward to it. So it's good times for sure.
Go, Jets, go!
March 17th, 1976, my birthday. Mom got me a ticket for my birthday, went to a Jet game. The year later, we were season ticket holders. We were that way for several years, and we followed the Jets up until the day they left. Now that they're back, I can give my kids what my mom gave me, and that's a love of the Jets, which in turn is a love of our city and community, so we're pumped.
So 3 generations of Jets fans you just saw there. Keeping the tradition alive now as the new formed team gets to take the ice at MTS Center.
Beautiful. And you know, I love that last guy because we talked earlier about this is a big part of our identity. The Jets, even if you're not a hockey fan, are a big part of what makes up our city. And it's a chance for everybody to kind of rally around. And like one of the guys said, this is pride in our city.
Yeah, this was a lot more than just the first home preseason game. This was the start of a lot of new memories for a lot of families. So the big question is, will you and Joseph be attending a Jets game very soon?
Guaranteed. As soon as the team was announced, my son asked if we would be going to a Jets game, and I said we absolutely would be going to a Jets game. I don't know when, whenever those tickets go on sale, when there's a 2-for-1 deal.
Follow-up question.
Okay.
Will me and Joseph need to spend more time together to become better friends? Can you take me too?
Not a chance,
I'll buy my own popcorn.
Not a chance, dude. No way. He can buy his own popcorn. The kid's got more money in his piggy bank than I could. As a good dad, I will find a way to get my kids into a Jets game. Maybe not season 1, maybe season 2.
And there's so much fun bonding that happens too, because I'd run into like a daughter who was wearing her dad's jersey that her dad used to wear back in the day. So she's all proud to be wearing dad's jersey that he wore at the game. And I mentioned a little bit earlier, there's a guy we're going to see who was wearing his Jets shirt from when he was 6 years old, still rocking the same shirt and hat he wore back in 1996. So that's still to come.
Very cool, very cool. And it's a great opportunity, like we said, to celebrate the good people that are Winnipeg and the great city that is Winnipeg. So we got more from the Jets coming up later on.
That's right.
Plus, we're going to check in with Mayor Sam Cates, who I'm sure has ideas when it comes to what was going on with the Jets last night. But now let's check in with the city team. Good morning, welcome back to Breakfast Television. The biggest party our city has seen in gosh knows how long. 96 at least.
Since 96.
At the very least, because the Jets returned. So Drew Kozub spent the night talking to Jets fans.
It was absolutely fantastic. I know that this is still the preseason, so the big game is not.
But it's still a game.
Exactly.
They're still playing. You still get to see them.
This was the real game for so many people. They were so excited, and like, just take a look as people were walking in. The crowd was just packed. People were in high form, as you can see. Check
You know
that
what?
out.
I love this because I love these group costumes because all I can imagine are the emails going back and forth on company time saying, dude, what letter are you going to paint? I'm going to paint the T. No, I was going to paint the T. And then, you know, coordinating it all. And this man here, who did his face? Did he do it himself? Did he ask someone to do it?
I like it. I like it. See, because sporting events are one of the few times guys get to do fun stuff like dress in costumes and put on makeup.
Yes, it's true.
That's when it's socially acceptable to be yelling at the top of your lungs, and no one cares because everyone else is doing it.
It's okay to scream like a girl,
Sure.
to cry,
Sure.
to wear makeup.
Yeah.
It's all good.
There's a guy at the Bombers games who wears a plunger on his head. And he's a hero. And the man wears a plunger on his head.
And I bet every game people are like, where's Plunger Man?
Exactly.
Yeah, he is.
But it sounds like it was tons of fun.
So much fun. There's lots of people there and lots of like fan excitement. People getting on their new Jets
Look at all
gear.
the signatures. Why?
Lots of signs out there. People
Nice.
holding them up. Very proud to have the Jets back in town.
I love that. You know what? I like this. See, again, these guys, the emails that probably went back and forth. Dude, what size are you in the paint suit? I'm a size medium.
Well, you got to coordinate it because you don't want like 2 J's, right?
Well, that's what I mean. It's like it takes coordination. You get to see it. You see the payoff. And then I like to think about the story behind it, which is, when did you guys start planning that? Who came up with the idea?
Who gets to be the first letter?
Who gets to be the first letter?
Fun fact, quickly, the guys, as they were walking towards the camera, they were spelling Stedge, not Jets. Stedge.
After a few drinks, that happens.
I'll be able to show you some more fun highlights from the Jets in just a little bit.
All
That's
right.
cool.
Sounds good. Thanks, Drew. I'm taking a quick break here. BT back with more after this.
Hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name. Play hockey. Well, I play air hockey, ball hockey, guard hockey, bubble hockey, field hockey, floor hockey, ice hockey, kitchen hockey, road hockey, roller hockey, table hockey, twist hockey.
Good morning, welcome back to Breakfast Television. It was an absolutely huge night last night as our Jets officially came back. We actually had an NHL hockey game at the MTS Center last night.
And it was a big one.
Oh yeah,
For
thing of beauty.
all the fans, and Drew was down there. You were chatting with the fans, the people who were going to catch the game.
I got to see so many excited fans. Everyone was so happy to be there. And one of the big things was people were talking about old Jets versus new Jets because starting, I guess, as of last night, people were making some new memories. So I was asking them a little bit about some of their favorite memories from when the Jets were here originally. So let's take a look at that.
I just love going to the games with my father. I was 15 years old when they left, and watching Pittsburgh, watching all the big teams there, Lemieux, Gretzky, and watching our make our run. We unfortunately didn't make it far into the playoffs because of Gretzky and them. They always seem to shut us down, but we're going to make a good run in the next couple of years.
I used to work here as a game attendant probably almost 20 years ago. So coming back, because I lost the Jets, and now coming back and having him here for the first game, this is unbelievable.
It's pretty exciting. I've been kind of following the news ever since we heard they were coming back, and I feel like I've been the most excited out of the whole family. I wanted him to wear colors tonight, but I'm the one that ended up wearing the jersey, so.
She took my old Steen jersey from me.
I've only been to 3 Jets games my whole life. The last one obviously in 1996, and
this is what I wore. I had to wear it for tradition. Last Jet game ever played, he wore that jersey. He was 6 years old. Yeah. Same hat, same shirt, and it fits the same.
And it fits the same. Well, you know what? It's a little bit of a belly top,
Just a
a
bit.
la Britney Spears, circa, a couple
I'm
years
sure
ago.
that's exactly what he was thinking when he was going to the MTS last
But
night.
it actually fit a lot better than I thought it would when you said that someone was wearing a T-shirt that they had at the age of 6. And usually you can't get your shoulders into it.
And that's commitment for a 6-year-old to say, I'm going to hang on to this because I know someday it's going to happen. And then 15 years later, he reaches into the closet and was like, I knew it.
And I can still wear it.
Well done. And the young lady there with the story about losing her work, we heard that more and more, especially at the rally down here at the Fork, was the facts about people, hey, I lost my team and I lost my job on the same day.
Wow.
So it's nice to see we're putting jobs back into the downtown core, and we got our team back.
Full 180. People are really, really excited. We met a bunch of people actually used to work there. One girl still had her Jets name tag. Her name is Jenny. She was very excited to show it off.
Jenny, who worked for the Jets?
Yeah, I know, right? Jenny and the Jets.
Jenny and the Jets.
They should make a song out about that.
It sounds so familiar. Almost.
Nah, it never worked.
No.
Thank you so much, Drew. It was a heck of a party. And
it wasn't easy. I mean, going out to the best, awesomest hockey game of the season, but anything for you guys.
Now, did you paint your face?
I didn't do any face painting yet.
You should. Then you would blend in next time.
That will be our thing.
It's not too late. We got time. We can take care of that.
We can take. Yes, Jeremy keeps makeup in his bag.
I knew it.
You never know.
Lots of it.
Going to take a break. We'll paint his face and then come back. Plenty coming up on BT.
Good morning. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. We've had a great day this morning. Drew, of course, was out last night hanging out around the MTS Center before the Jets game, bringing us lots of fan highlights.
So fun. Everyone was saying they were pumped. That was the word of the night. Whether they're 6 years old, never saw the Jets, or 60 and remember them from day one, they were pumped.
We're going to keep it rolling for the entire season. The best part about this new version of the Jets, no Wayne Gretzky. Don't have to worry about Wayne.
He's not going to get in the way this time.
That man used to kill us. Hey,